Hi, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Ashley.
And we're Tiny Shiny Home.
We've spent the last year turning this into this.
That's right, our family of 6 built this 200 square foot Hyperadobe Earthbag shed with absolutely zero construction experience. This building houses our batteries for our off-grid solar setup and will be the central hub for our desert homestead. This is a 9 foot by 14 foot rectangle intersected with a 10 foot circle. We use 3,400 linear feet of Hyperadobe tube netting and a 12:1 dirt to Portland cement ratio. The whole project required us to move 80 tons of dirt, clay, and sand and took us 11 months to complete. And we have the playlist of 140 videos to prove it. So why did we build it?
We needed a climate-controlled area for all of our solar gear, a place for family and friends to visit, as well as an office for you.
And we wanted to practice natural building techniques with the material on our property. Okay, enough talking. Let's get to the build. Good morning, friends. We have finally decided on our solar shed dimensions. What we had laid out the other day is completely wrong. We've got to redo all this, so we're going to get it laid out, and then hopefully we're going to start some trenching today and actually digging in for that first layer of earth bags all around the perimeter. So let's get started. Finally got all the rubble trench stuff leveled out. We finally got all of our prep work done. So now we get to start laying the bags. Our first course of the solar shed earth bag build starts now. So what I've found is that the best way that this works is if you fill this up all the way. You want all that pressure so that as you pull it out, it lets itself out evenly. Now it's time to start pulling it back. And you want to make sure that you're not going too far over on each side, right? I'll go ahead and just take my hand and start getting it the right width everywhere. Like right now, it's way far in over on this side, so I gotta really push it out there. And then we can start tamping it. By filling that up all the way and like really expanding the bag as much as possible, it makes these bags a lot more uniform so you don't end up with dips in them or chunks kind of missing out of them. So another thing that we're doing with these is taking a 2x4 and trying to even up the sides as well, so that when we go to cob, we don't have so many sections missing out of the wall that we need to fill with.
You're like the sunshine shining in the summertime, sneaking in my window just to say hello. Well, hello, hello. You're waking me up with only a warm touch, and your brain smile melting me like snow.
We're gonna have a tube that lays on top of this bag, and then there'll be bags over it.
Up higher though,
So, yeah, up higher to probably like here-ish, right? To where the solar wires will just go right into the wall, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're trying to decide how big that tube needs to be.
The other wrinkle is that this building will power our house, and so we're going to have to come out of this building again and go underground and run back over that way somewhere.
So is that going to come out at the same spot?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I assume it would.
Maybe. That's what we haven't figured out, is like how we're coming into it with the solar panel. Also, how many wires. We don't know how many wires yet.
We have to decide where our house is going to be.
Yeah, we
have a general idea.
This is making us make a lot of decisions, and I don't like
hasty
it.
decisions.
I don't like it at all.
course number 6.
Course number 6, which means we are 28 inches from
Floor level.
Floor level, not ground level. Floor level.
Yeah.
Which means we just gotta go up a whole bunch more levels before we can do anything else. So yeah, so tomorrow we're just gonna
lay another course.
Lay another course. And then the next day we're gonna
lay another course.
And this is our life now.
All the live long day, all the live long day, I'll be moving along, singing my song, running around, ain't nothing wrong.
We are quickly approaching the awkward height stage.
Course number 7, and we're at 28 inches.
28 inches. Look at this. Like, it's like hip height on me.
Whoop, whoop.
Which is pretty exciting. Did you just whoop whoop?
Can you cut that out?
Feel the world under her feet, all the cracks up in the concrete. Take a step back, she's coming through. Baby looking shady, she's on the run. Maybe, just maybe she'll find the sun. I feel that sweet Indian summer. Feel the heat. Just gotta feel the heat. How did we do it? Sorry.
Moving real slow today. The kids are unmotivated, so we've motivated them with
Treats.
The promise of treats.
Oh, you can't catch me, no. Oh, you can't let me go. I'm nobody's baby, so a live long day. Oh, you can't catch me, no. You can't let me go. I'm nobody's baby, so.
Do they have nerds? Do they have nerds?
Did we get all the things?
Yes. Today is a little bit different. We have to run into town and get some windows and doors for our building and some other building supplies and some more scaffolding and all the things that we need to be able to safely continue going up with the walls and not fall off.
If you got nothing, yeah, against your name. Don't shake. Misbehave.
We are building window frames, which means we have officially made it up 4 feet tall. Well, we will tomorrow. Nice,
Yeah.
That was nice.
Oh.
The plan today is to get all the windows done and to get them installed onto the bags.
Plan today is to finalize our plan. We are laying another course, but we're also adding a few things into this course.
Yeah, it's a little more complicated. We have all the new window frames in, so that means all our bags will be broken up. We've got these cleats we got to go on to. We'll be putting our PVC sleeves in for the power coming into and going out of the building, and light switches. We're gonna go up a level with this just so with the LB connection, we've got plenty of room.
We decided to mount the light switches on their side.
How tall are we? Oh! Oh!
Scaffolding is small. Oh my gosh! You're the worst parent ever!
Today, what are we doing?
We are
Let me guess.
putting dirt into bags and smashing it. Going up another course today, but we're adding something.
Right, it's time to add our hurricane strapping.
I'll make you move like your boots are on fire. I'll make you jump like you touch a live wire. Ain't no sitting down when I get in the zone. Just give me my crown, let the king take his throne. I like to groove it. He likes to groove it. You're gonna move it. You're gonna move it. Clap your hands, just clap your hands. Give 'em a clap. Like 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands, just clap them for me.
Very excited that we're going over the arch. Really excited.
You look real excited. This morning we are up a little earlier than usual. Today's a big day.
It's our anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, thanks. Happy anniversary, babe.
Yeah. How are we going to celebrate?
We're gonna go into town and pick up solar panels.
Yeah. Are you ready?
One day in, one day out, on top then you're down. The highs and the lows keep swirling. Walk these streets like you're beat, then rise up to meet the break that you need. It's coming, just hold on. Hold on, yeah. Lift your eyes off the ground, you've only begun. Rising up through the clouds, no, never give up. Climb on, climb. New York back to LA. It's so hard to stay and rest in one place. Yeah, but I see what you don't, will where you won't. So don't dare let go. Just hold on. Hold on, yeah. Lift your eyes off the ground, you only begun. Rising up through the clouds, no, never give up. Climb on, climb.
It's level. The lentils up. It's time to lay the bags.
So we've decided that we're not gonna lay any more bags from this corner to this corner. It's not a structural wall at all, so we'll use that as a shelf of some sort. It's less bags to lay, less material to, yeah, more airflow for when we have our air conditioner. I'm gonna have lots of plants up there
And less bags.
and less bags. Yeah.
Yay! So what we're trying to figure out, the mini split has a bracket that attaches to the wall and has a tube that's going to go all the way through. The bundle needs a 2.5 inch hole, so we're going to put a 3-inch PVC. We want to center it over this bottle brick window, and we got to get the hole in the right spot. It's going to be confusing, real confusing. What's the first step to putting the roof on?
Okay. You may have heard us talking about a Clere story.
We're going to build those window frames out of the 2x10s like we built all of our other windows. And then we're going to fill the space in between those frames with bags.
That's right.
That means more bags.
More bags
Which
today.
no one's excited about. We thought we were done with the bags. And now we got to get all our stuff back out. And all the kids are like, but you said we were done with the bags. And we're not. But today, we're focusing on these window frames.
Check it out.
Today, we have our special guest that's gonna help us get this roof on.
Your dad.
My dad.
We've had a whirlwind 4 days on this roof, and as you can see, got quite a bit done. Ashley's dad is a math ninja, and really knows how to do things the right way. And we're so thankful that he came out. We have the base of the roof on, all the rafters, all the decking, and so now we've got to spend a bunch of time tying everything together, cleating everything in, putting the strapping on, the hurricane ties, all the stuff to really tighten this thing up and make it safe when crazy winds come, because they're coming. They might be here tomorrow. So we've got a lot of cinching down to do. Let's get to it.
Now that our roof is complete, we are getting ready to play in the mud. We're actually going to be testing our cob first because we are not sure if we have enough clay in our soil, but today is all about testing it out and seeing if this is actually going to work or not.
I've never known a love so steady. Even gold won't turn your tide.
That was a total bust. Our soil has way too much sand and not enough clay. You can kind of see on here, it's just kind of shifting around when we touch it. So our only option is to go down to our friend's house that has land full of clay, grab a bucket and see if that works better.
If you had to leave me, I'd always be waiting here. Even when we are apart, I will keep you in my heart, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Alright guys, next day, and this is the test with, it was just our soil, so it was really sandy. and it is not sticking very well. I can easily just pull it off. So see, you can just kind of pull that off, and you shouldn't be able to do that. This one had a little bit more of the clay mixture in it, and it's actually staying really well. And even like this part where I really smashed it in better stays really well. So I think we just need to add more clay to our soil, and I think I found a solution for that, and it's very cheap. Babe, let me get you.
No! Oh gosh! Ouch!
That's like a rock.
Stuck around.
That hurt! Oh no!
It's all in your beard.
And we did some test cob yesterday, but we're gonna do some more testing. This time we're gonna try it with bottle brick. Yesterday we did our first bottle bricks. Yes?
Uh-huh. Went
Yes.
really well.
It went so good. That's what we're gonna do today. We only have one more. So this guy right here, this big old opening, that is gonna be a Topo Chico bottle brick.
All Topo Chico bottle, because the bottles are shorter and we want to keep a ledge on this window frame on the inside. We're done with our Topo Chico window. We're starting to come up our Earthbag walls, and we're going with a random assortment of bottles. These are all wine bottles, and they are 15 inches when put together, which means that we had to kind of create a little bit of a ledge because our bags are also 15 inches. Gets a little complicated, but we figured out a plan to make it work. We'll show it to you when we get there. out of it.
Can we just finish this? Can we just? I'm hungry. So we are going to try something new today on the cob because number one, you don't want to cut any more bottles.
Right.
And number two, I'm tired of making so much cob.
Yep.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna use rocks.
We're trying to fill in a large space quickly, thus the rocks.
And less cob.
And less cob. Cool?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you because I stand tall like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Hey, where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily, and I'm the
First up, we're going to test fit it and make sure that it actually is going to fit in our frame. We already did that, but you never know with all the Earthbag pounding and stuff if it's still square. So let's see what happens.
That was almost too easy. What's gonna happen?
We've got to get this closed in.
Yeah.
That is top priority to get our cob and bottle walls up to the roof decking, like all the way sealed in.
Yeah. We'll see how far that.
That is what we're going to do this weekend. Dang it, we're going to try our best to finish it, so we'll see what happens. Deal?
Deal.
Deal. You don't sound very excited. So now that we have the roof on, it's kind of cool to see the passive solar. As the sun's coming over, it's still shading all those top windows up there. Just like it's supposed to.
Guys, another day of cob.
More cob.
So much cob. We're gonna start on the south side wall and try to get a good layer up. Let that dry. Move to the north side.
See, we kind of started up here. We want to go up as high as we can to that decking, but it's too tall to do in one shot. So we're gonna do the first layer and then go back to the back because we haven't quite finished that. That north side, man. I feel like we've been doing the north side for like 3 weeks.
That's okay. I think today's the day. I think it might get done today. All right.
Ready, set,
go.
Go. We are so excited because
We're closed in,
we
guys.
are closed in.
Yeah.
That
All
is-
the way around.
I feel like we've been dreaming of this day since as soon as we got the roof on.
Yeah.
Because we got the roof on and we were very excited about that, and then we realized, oh, we have all this space, so we gotta fill in. That means we're moving away from the sort of building large chunks of cob stage to the surface stage.
This is what we're looking for our exterior cob consistency. Can't ever say that word right.
For the scratch coat.
For the scratch coat. This is only for the scratch coat, which is your first coat over the bag. This is the perfect mix for filling in the cracks in between the bag. And then once that dries a bit, we come back with just a little bit wetter than this and smear on what we put in the cracks as well as the covering the bags.
Okay, we got that side done as much as we could. Now we're gonna go back where we filled in the decking a couple of days ago because the cob always shrinks just a little bit after the first coat. So we're gonna go fill in those cracks and then we'll see if we have time for windows. Hey, what are you doing?
I am scraping off all the dirt on our windowsills so that we can hopefully install some windows. Someone forgot to put the time lapse on.
Wasn't me.
It was him.
So what's the plan? What are we doing?
We're just gonna finish the outside cob.
That's pretty
Finish the outside cob.
big. You should say that a little more excited.
I can't. It's too early. Guys, we have finished the outside scratch coat.
We're gonna go inside. We're going inside. Like, we've got to get going on the interior. So, but before we can put any cob on the walls, what do we have to do?
We are running our electric wires.
That's right. We got to run all of our romex because we're not running any of that in the wall, obviously, because you can't do that with a building like this.
We're running it in the cracks of the bags.
And in some cases, just on top of the bags.
Yeah.
And we'll be cobbing over all of those wires.
Never even know it was there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Before we get started, we've made a couple of minor modifications to our wiring. The first is that for the outside lights, we decided we're just going to make those solar. They're not going to hook into the main system in any way. They'll be completely independent. So we don't have to run any wires for that. The second is that we realized we could use this sort of shelf that connects this building here because this part of the roof doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. So we're going to run some of our wires up on top of that shelf and then just cover over them instead of having to go through this pipe and all the way around because we were starting to run out of room in this pipe. We only have room for 2 and we needed 3 wires, so this will help simplify that and shorten the runs too. So that is what we're doing.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Last night I came in and I popped out the back corners of each of these, and I had to sort of chip away at some of these bags to make sure that I could actually get a cable through. So then I just kind of bend it in place there, and then it should just come right through.
Heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Where your heart is the sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Where your heart is the sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Where your bones are the earth, and they sing with a mountain.
Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Where your bones are the earth, and they sing with a mountain.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Is a space.
So now that we've got this sort of mounted and set up, we're going to continue running the rest of our wires, which are all running up to our lights. We got to figure out where the lights are going though, so we should probably get that figured out first. Last wire going from our light switch inside the circle up to the fan / light that will be in the middle. Guys, we are starting the cob on the inside. We're gathering all our materials, trying to get the kids excited. They're not very excited. It's okay, Ada. It'll be fun, I promise. No. Anyway, we have lots of cob to do. Big long weekend. Our neighbor's moving some extra dirt for us. We just picked up another truckload of clay. We should have all the materials that we need. Let's just get going. What's your plan, guys?
We're gonna start on this wall here and we'll work our way all the way around, and we're gonna have you do the higher up parts.
You can't reach that? Let me see. Oh, you might be able to. Today we are on a quest for roofing materials and solar panel mount materials. So we just went and got a price on Schedule 40 pipe for our big solar array mount that we're going to have to build. And we just got the plywood for the ceiling inside the solar shed. And now we have to go get a bunch of other stuff, insulation and brad nailer and all kinds of stuff to help actually get that ceiling up. So now we're going to Lowe's. It's like a date, babe.
It's not a date.
It's not a date. Well, I think we got everything. We got insulation, we got panels, we got the nailer. It's an exciting day. Ceiling day.
Insulation day.
Oh, insulation day today, yeah.
This is real cute.
Yeah, you like this?
Alright, now that the insulation's done, it's time to rip all these sheets of plywood. We're gonna go 2 foot down the center. I just gotta measure and cut these all to 2 foot.
Okay, we've done a ton of prep work. We've got the piece cut. We've put in our extra 2x4s for the negative reveal. We painted them black. We've measured so many times, and we're finally ready to put up the first piece of ceiling. I'm a little nervous. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. Because this determines all the other pieces.
No pressure.
So it better be right. So we promised we would explain this whole negative reveal thing. So here's how it works. You can see that we've got these, we're using our rafters that go this way, and then we're adding purlins, I guess that's what you call them, that are running this way, and we paint them black. And then what we do is we're just using some quarters, 2 quarters taped together, very scientific. And we use that to make sure that the space between the panels on all sides is the exact same amount. And then that way you've got kind of this black background between them, and then the panels here, and you get sort of that nice separation. And that's a negative reveal.
And even if my pocket's empty, I don't really wanna go to work. No. It is so sweet under the sun. I'm gonna take my time, 'cause I don't really wanna go to work. Got up this morning, look around and see the sun high. Grab my bag and take my phone. I shut the door and walk into the light. Oh yeah. And suddenly my phone is ringing. I can hear my boss shouting out wants me to hurry, but I will not control my feet. Oh no, it is so sweet under the sun. And even if my pocket's empty, I don't really want to go to work. It is so sweet under the sun. I'm gonna take my time, 'cause I don't really want to go to work. Now that I'm hearing all these wonderful songs in my head, ooh, I'm singing and dancing, I love it, I'm losing my mind, oh yeah.
We're gonna actually make this look like a really chunky beam,
Yeah, so it's
Mostly-
1 LVL, right?
mostly just because we don't want to put more panels up.
Yeah. But also because we have to attach a fan to it, and the fan can't like be sticking out on the sides of the
1.5
little
inch
beam. So what we're going to work on now is cutting all of the like spacers and pieces to try to flesh this thing out. Can you see that? Can you see it? It's a huge ball. It's huge. It's freaking me out. It's not moving. Oh. It's like a bat. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I got the kids out here with me, and Jonathan is inside working, and he does not know that we're going to put up this faux beam without him. So, we'll surprise him. This is very exciting. We are back in the shed and we're doing cob work up to the ceiling. Look what we did. So we're just making the cob go straight up to the ceiling. I'm doing that while someone comes behind and is wiping clean any marks that I make on the ceiling to keep it real nice, clean lines. And we are getting close, guys. This means I could probably finish all of the ceiling work in a couple days, which means we get to go on to interior finishing cob, and I'm so excited to get my trowels out. You have no idea.
Moved across the country, stranger to this city. You can have my dinner, you can have my dinner. You can have my dinner, girl. New job's got you down, sleeping on the couch. You can have my pillow, you can have my pillow, ticket. You can have my ticket. You can have my ticket, girl.
I did want to tell you one mistake that we made that we figured out that you should not do. We thought that since we have these wood frames here, we would put a clay slip on the wood so that hopefully when we go to plaster this window frame, we thought it would help it, the clay plaster stick to it. But it turns out it's just falling off the wood. So don't do what we did. Don't put a clay slip on. Just go ahead and plaster it, because this is what it does. No. I've got to put chicken wire on all the window frames.
The top 3 and then leave
the sides and the top,
yeah,
and leave the bottom exposed.
Guys.
What? Extreme heat. Wipe yourself down.
It may be Earthbag time again.
Why? You said we were done with it.
Well, we need to make some flower beds.
Why? That won't take long. We already have flowers.
Because Mom wants flower beds. I wish we were doing the floor, but we're not there yet. But we can do the flower beds on the outside.
I'm barely getting by. Got a heavy load. It's trying to break my mind. Can you tell me what you see? Maybe help me up this wall that's been blocking me. Hey, hey, getting closer every day.
So we're back out this morning after the storm. Just to really evaluate all the damage. In the paddock, we have lost our chicken coop, and the goat lodge, you can see that it was moved that much. But it's still standing. One thing we were super worried about was our solar shed. The rain came from all different directions and we had 80 to 100 mile-per-hour winds, knocked a lot of our cob off on the outside, which is not a problem because we need to redo it anyway, or go over it several times anyway. Damage is not very bad, and the roof is still on and intact. We didn't lose anything major, so we're just really thankful everybody's safe. Lots happening this morning. We've got water runs going, but we also have our friend here with the tractor, which means we're digging holes for the solar array.
We've got to get these solar panels up so that when we finish the inside of the solar shed here, we can just start putting in the inverter and the batteries and not have to wait on this, because this is a big project.
Guys, I have learned a very important lesson. Don't add too much clay or it's all gonna crack. I tried a different technique, wetting the wall down a little bit more, and I added a step of going over with a plastic trowel. I gotta get this down. We're gonna concentrate on just finishing from the front door to the entryway here. That way we can put our batteries and stuff in, even if the rest of the building walls are not complete.
When it's all about the race, no turning back, too late. Got my bones about to break.
Guys, you may not believe this, but our plans are changing. We're planning on stopping the wall work. We gotta get all this stuff back out of here. So the first step will be getting the gravel here, getting it into the rooms at the level that we need it, and then tamping it.
Good. Good. Oh, not so good. You can see it. It's kind of humped up there. Good.
This is dinner. The magic is in you.
It's in you.
No, it's in you.
Guys, the Earthbags are back again.
Oh, hi, Nine.
Oh, hey, Nine.
If he sees us hug, he has to come
Jump
rush.
on us, yes.
Okay, this morning we're out here. We've set up. We got a tent for shade. We've got our mixer ready. We are making Earthbags.
Which I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this before. We're just kind of doing this to fill the space, right?
Yeah, we need to go up about an Earthbag size, but also on top of that, we're gonna be doing 1 to 2 inches of cob. It just depends on how high we want the floor.
Yeah. So it's a little unorthodox. We know it's a little weird, but you know what? We got the bag material.
Kind of goes with our theme, right?
We got the dirt. It's way cheaper than having cement brought in or gravel brought in. Anyway, we're doing the floor now, guys.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Our shed is becoming a haven for wild animals. The black witch moth is back, and that guy.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm not happy about that. We need a door.
Is it time to put the door on?
Yeah. After we get this floor in.
Let's do this floor. Oh, it's a mess. The rain ruined it last night.
We have a lot of stuff to do this morning.
We gotta get the earth bags in, and we've got to get the door on because Mother Nature is kicking our butts.
At least it's raining, right? We do not advise doing this kind of work in a monsoon, but here we are. It's better than getting everything ruined. We're thinking that tomorrow will be door day after all these rains.
Welcome to my office. I've got to get started digging this trench because we still have to run wires from our solar panels all the way into the solar shed.
Yesterday was an extremely productive day and we didn't film a single bit of it. We made several batches of this brown coat that we have on the wall behind us, and we leveled it with trowels so that when we go to make our final application it will go on really smooth, and that's what we're doing today. We're going to turn this into our walls. So we're making really good progress. I really am loving the 1-to-1 ratio with more toilet paper, a little more straw, and getting it to the perfect consistency to work with. And then after it's dried just a little bit to where it's like tacky almost, I go back with a plastic trowel and compress it and smooth it out, and that is working out really great. we are installing our power.
Well, we're starting to install our power.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, guys. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we needed some help.
So we called our friends.
The Trujillos. Hey, guys! We've officially run our first wires. We ran all 4 solar wires all the way over there, all the way here in the trench.
Turn the power on. Power. Oh my god.
Oh, it feels so good. Ah. Win.
Oh my gosh, this feels like such a huge moment. Back in the shed, and we're cobbing. All the kids have been missing this so much. They're so excited to get back to cobbing, right guys?
Yeah.
Once we do get all the brown coat done in the office and the guest room, then we can move on to more of the finishing coat, which will end up looking like this. Very exciting. Just a whole lot of work ahead.
Nothing stopping me. No physical presence that I can see. Oh, there's nothing in my way. 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 nothing stopping me. No physical presence that I can't see. Oh, there's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way.
What we're going to be doing is getting the first section of our final coat on.
Yeah, we're working on final coat.
What we're doing is a 1-to-1 beach sand to our clay and toilet paper. That is the magic ingredient. Guys, we're not in the solar shed. Today we are making a form for a concrete pad that's going to be on the north side of our building. That will be where we place our air conditioner outside unit for our mini split.
And
eventually a freezer.
A meat freezer.
Dun da da.
As I'm going to call it, the meat freeze instead of the deep freeze. Because that's all we're going to put in it.
Lord, can you give me a little bit of grace? Oh, can you hear me? It's been one of those days. So I'll be waiting down by the riverbanks. You know I'll be praying, so please don't delay. Oh, please don't delay. Lord, can you give me a little bit of faith? I wanna believe and I don't wanna break. A moment of relief would go a long way. You know I'll be praying, so please don't delay. Whoa, please don't delay. Better days are coming, so I'll keep kneeling in the mud. Show me better days are coming, so I'll keep kneeling in the mud. Show me better days are coming, so I'll keep
I've been dying to do ever since we started this earthen plaster on the inside is like decorative features. So I have this little tiny wooden bowl that's like a perfect circle on the bottom. So I'm gonna do a little design around the window and just see if these will actually stay on, because we have big plans for the outside.
All hail Ashley, the queen of copy.
I've touched every inch of this wall
You have.
multiple times.
You have. Yes. You rocked it today.
I did. I didn't think we were going to get done today.
I didn't either.
But guess what?
We
did.
You did it.
We did it. You helped. Today we're cleaning out the office on the floor and setting up a laser level and figuring out how high we want to start this floor.
Yeah, so like we may start putting floor down today.
We are going to start putting floor down today.
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Well, that didn't work. This is definitely something that we did not expect seeing first thing in the morning. I'm gonna show you what our floor did overnight. We were just in a hurry, and you know what? You can't rush things right now. As much as we want to get this building done, we need to do it the right way, and test batches is the right way. So now we're doing test batches. So after a lot of research this morning, our first batch it had way too much clay in it. So we're going with a 1-to-2 ratio. So it's 2 parts mortar sand and 1 part our soil. And a little added extra clay, but not much. And a lot more straw. And we're not doing it as wet either, so I don't know. We're gonna see if this works. This is one of the test pieces that we did. It wasn't the right height, but it's way more solid than what I thought it was gonna be. So, real happy with the mix.
We had a successful floor day yesterday. No cracks so far. It's looking really good. But you were tired.
My arm is killing me. So we're gonna detour a little bit and
yeah,
work on the mini split.
Three, two, one.
Huh? Oh. I mean, it feels pretty good.
it's blowing some air. It's cold.
Oh, yes, it's a major.
Can you feel it?
A little bit.
If you stand here, it's like right.
Feels good.
I can feel it right here.
Ooh, that feels good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It worked. We're going to the outside. We've been back and forth. Finish the floor or go to the inside. But we have 2 days before rain comes.
Lots of rain.
So we're gonna try to get as much done as we can on the outside.
Yeah, and it'll kind of be like a good test to see if this new mix that we're gonna put on the outside will hold up to the rain better than what we had before.
Yeah, so we're doing a different mix on the outside. We're doing a 9-to-1, 9 parts are sand or soil, earth, to 1 part cement. Back inside the solar shed to work on the floor. going to dig 2 holes, auger 2 holes.
Why?
For our posts
Mm-hmm.
for our overhang. Kids and I are going to be mixing up another batch of flooring. We're going to do a 1/4 inch skim coat. This is mostly just to lock in these rocks a little better. Most of them are stuck into the flooring, but there are a few that didn't get hammered down quite enough. So adding this little bit of flooring material on top and in between these rocks is really going to lock them in even better. Into town. He had to do some truck maintenance. So the kids and I are going to be working on the exterior scratch coat to surprise him and see how much we can get done.
Wow! Come on, move along. I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real slow. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, ease up. Wow! Come on.
guess what? We got the last coat on the floor of oil. So we're gonna let it dry.
Trying not to squeal with excitement.
We're gonna try to let it dry, and then in a couple days we'll be ready to wax. And then
we can move stuff into it. I can't even believe
we
that.
may not move stuff in until we get the outside done though.
Right.
Easy as pie, lemon apple.
Hey, let's go to the dollar store.
You ready to go get some frozen stuff?
How can it be such a piece of cake? And your smile is the icing. Loving you is a poem. It's
first thing. It's very exciting.
How excited are you?
It's pretty exciting. Maybe we should put things in the baskets like, ooh, those are popsicle baskets. This is pizza.
They don't fit in the basket, do they?
No. This is random. What else we got? I did get some fake Girl Scout cookies. Don't tell the kids, those are just for us.
So we have a cookie basket.
Oh, and a junk food basket.
Junk food basket. Oh my gosh.
All right, that was it.
all your candy kisses, and I'm addicted. Oh, 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 I can't have just one. No, you make my candy coated heart melt. When you take my hand, then I am under your spell. Oh, and you make my candy coated heart race. When you take my hand and we go stargaze. Baby, I crave your affection. When I stepped in sweet confection, honey, you're my sugar. Baby, I crave your affection. When I stepped in sweet confection, honey, you're my sugar.
Bed frame.
Time has come. What we're gonna do is cut that piece of wood, get our rebar ready, and make sure we have the right angle that we want to have.
Well, looks like we might have time for roofing. So, let's get to it. All right, we got the roofing panels on the overhang, but now we're gonna spend some time framing out the windows. That's what we're gonna call it. And we might try to build up something that comes out a little bit over the top, just a little bit more to help with water drainage.
The only thing we're doing today is moving this freezer out, starting final coats of plaster. Final coats of plaster. Just let that sink in. Fall time, guys. So what we're going to be doing on this west wall, because it gets blasted with sun in the summer and even partly in the winter, we're going to be adding spheres in a pattern close together so that when the circle has light shining on it, it casts shadows on the bottom of the circle that will cause little microclimates on this wall, and hopefully it won't heat up as much in the summertime.
Yesterday, we finished the outside coat. I can't believe I'm saying that. But today, we made a big mess finishing the outside coat. So we got to clean all the things.
The reason you're here is to see the reveal.
Exactly.
So let's get to it.
Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of.
Thank you so much for joining us and looking back at what we've been up to the last year.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even believe that our family built this little shed.
With no we don't know how to build stuff.
No.
We just researched and we got to it and we figured it out.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
So if we can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but there are a few important things that we need to tell you about.
Yeah, the first is we know a lot of you are going to ask us where you got those Hyperadobe Earthbags.
Yes.
Get asked that all the time. If you go to tinyshinyhome.com/hyperadobebag, it'll send you over to Volm companies where you can call and order them. Tell them we sent you.
Talk to Bob Fry and tell him we said hi.
Yeah. It's like a rhyme.
Oh my gosh.
Also, even though we did get this shed done, we have to thank some people.
Yes.
Because we didn't do it all by ourselves.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
I think you should.
Okay. Dad helped us put this roof on. Juan and Michelle helped us with the solar and batteries.
Factotum Farms helped us with the solar ground mount, digging the holes and cutting the pipes.
And moving dirt.
And
Yep.
Mike and Tina moved a ton of dirt for us, our neighbors.
Yes.
And of course, we have to thank our tiny, shiny homies.
Yes, we could not have done it without them.
That's our membership community. They help support us so that we can continue to work on these projects and make these videos for you to watch. So thank you, homies.
Absolutely.
You're
and
awesome.
we did have several people come out and help sift and shovel dirt. And of course, thank you for watching this incredibly long video that it took us weeks to prepare.
You get a high five.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I can't believe you watched it all.
If you like the video, make sure you subscribe or just find us anywhere on the internet for Tiny Shiny Home, and that way you'll know when the next video is.
We'll see you then.
Oh hey, did you want to know even more details about the features and design decisions of the solar shed? Watch this walkthrough. Watch it, watch it. Watch this walkthrough. Watch it, watch it.
Don't do that ever
Watch
again.
this. You should just leave it.